Okay, here we go with another live parts work. Excuse the audio. The audio is probably not going to be good. I'm just in the moment. I just did a meditation and there's something that came up for me that I feel like is a really good, like kind of internal struggle for probably a lot of people out there. And I've not done this before, like this parts work before. So basically there's a part of me that wants to do this challenge. It's called 75 Hard. My sister is doing it with her girlfriend. Her girlfriend has already done it once and she's doing it a second time, and my sister is doing it as well. And I've always been all about challenges my whole life, but I've gotten to a point where I feel like part of the reason that I do challenges is to prove something to myself and to others, that I'm tough, that I'm mentally tough, because the atmosphere that I was raised in, that was very like be very driven, be successful, that was kind of ingrained into me at a very young age. So sometimes I feel like I fight that because there's a part of me that wants to go with the flow, use my intuition. I don't want to have a schedule. I don't want to have rules. So here we go. I like to hold up one hand when I'm speaking but from one part and hold up the other hand when I'm speaking from the other part. So, okay, I'm nervous. Just give me a second to just like to relax a little bit. I want to do 75 hard because it feels, because I like a challenge. I get the idea from seeing other people doing it, what other people say. Like, it's gonna result in good things, good lessons, good insights. It will make me feel very proud of myself. I don't want to disappoint my sister. I know she's excited to do it together. I'm excited about doing it together. It could be really fun. I already exercise and drink quite a bit of water and read, so I don't feel like it'll be too difficult for me. But I don't like having rules. I'm so over having rules in my life. I went for years and years trying to create rules for myself, trying to do what I think I should do instead of what I want to do, instead of what I would love to do. And I'm in a phase right now where I'm really trying to be more in tune with my body and with how I'm feeling. I feel like I'm trying to embody more feminine energy, and I've been very masculine my whole life, embodying lots of masculine energy, being very driven and assertive, and kind of tired of that. I'm tired of pushing. I'm tired of shoulds. I just want to relax. I could cry. I just want to relax. I just want to do what I want to do, not what I have to do or what I should do or what I need to do. I want to be able to check in with myself to see what's really needed in each moment instead of going by some checklist, which feels so trivial compared to the power of my intuition. Schedules and checklists are pre-planned by my brain. Life is more complex than working out, saying you're going to work out 2 times a day. One workout where you're really into it is going to be more powerful than 2 workouts where you're just going through the motions. I think that you're just soft and weak and you've lost your drive, and that makes me so mad because I know that I'm not soft and that I'm not weak, and I know that softness is not a bad thing. Why is softness considered a negative thing? Also, why is weakness so bad? Sometimes we're weak. Why can't that be okay? Sometimes we're happy, sometimes we're sad. Life is full of contrast and different feelings and different points of view. Why do we have to make one point of view right or wrong? Why can't today I'm feeling weak and that's okay? Why can't that just be okay? So I guess I'll just tell you my thought process. I'm not really sure where to go from there because that felt good to me. I'm not sure that this aspect, I feel like this aspect heard that and didn't have a response. And I know from previous videos I've done doing this, that people have commented, specifically the first one that I did a couple years ago, they said I didn't come to a resolution. So I guess the resolution would be, am I going to do the 75 hard or not? So I guess I still don't feel, okay, so I guess there is more. So I want to be proud of myself. I feel that by using my intuition and being soft, that I can't be proud of that. I need to suffer a little bit so that I can feel proud that I pushed through, that I pushed myself, because that's what I was taught is valuable. And it's hard for me to let go of that idea. Maybe there's times where pushing through is necessary. Why do I have the desire to purposely create those types of scenarios so that I can overcome? Why do I need to overcome something? It makes me feel valuable. It makes me feel worthy. It makes me feel worthy of appreciation, of love. It's appreciation and love feel similar. Who am I trying to impress? I immediately think, I want to impress myself. But I also want to impress others. I want to impress my family. I want to impress my dad because he's the one who values that. He values toughness, mental toughness. And so that's clearly where I got the idea from. But I've learned so much more beyond that. And while that feels like not something I need to necessarily discard completely, I can accept that there are multiple ways to go about accomplishing things. And one way is my way, which is the way I was taught, which was to push yourself and to force yourself. And I've learned that just wears you out over time, because it requires so much more energy, because you're conflicted. You're doing something that you don't really ultimately, that all of you doesn't want to do. You're not aligned with whatever it is you're wanting to accomplish. And so by aligning with what you want to accomplish, you do things with ease and flow, and you can relax, and you can just enjoy life instead of feeling like life is a constant challenge and a constant forcing and a constant overcoming. So are we doing the 75 hard? No. There's a part of me that feels a sadness about that, because I think I'm letting down my sister because she's really excited to do it together, and I also feel that I'm missing out by not doing it with her. So maybe instead, so that doesn't quite feel like a good resolution either. So I guess I should talk about the part that's sad. So now there's a third part. So I guess I'll hold my hand up like in the middle, maybe to represent that. I'm sad that I'm not doing it, because I did feel excited about sharing that with my sister, doing a challenge like that together. I also feel like I want to prove to her that I can do it. I don't like the idea of saying no, because it still does make me feel like I'm being weak, that I'm not willing, that I'm not driven, that I'm not tough. Saying that out loud makes me feel like that might not be true for her, because she's learned a lot of the same things that I've learned about forcing and pushing and versus intuition and getting into alignment. And it's something I could talk about with her to see what does she really think about that. So I want to do the 75 hard because I want to share that with her, because it sounds like fun. and I know there will be fun insights along the way and fun experiences, and I'll learn more about myself by doing it. And maybe I can do it in a way that doesn't feel so heavy, that's more in alignment with who I am now. And I get the sense that the person that created this program is not very in alignment with the same values that I now have. And so I feel like there's maybe an essence of this program that I could tune into. I like the idea of being committed. I like the idea of cultivating a commitment to something. And so maybe I can come up with my own version of it, and I can call it something different instead of 75 hard. And I can incorporate practices that are more meaningful to me, that mean something to me, instead of just following what the creator of the program set forth. And I can still tune in to myself and use my intuition, even though I'm following a structure and a plan. I can still tune in with myself before doing any of the activities I've committed to see how I'm feeling, and to maybe even work on improving how to get into alignment before doing, because that's what I don't want. This aspect of me is, that's what I don't want, is I don't want to go work out just to work out and go through the motions, because there's no power in that. It's like Abraham Hicks says, like plugging in the vacuum versus not plugging it in. You're just making marks on the carpet. You're not actually doing anything. And so if I'm working out just to check something off a list, I don't like that. I don't want to do that. I want to do something because I want to do it, and that I'm in alignment with it. So I could use it as a practice for getting into alignment. And I can also I don't have to do the same workouts. I could do an hour of stretching or 45 minutes of stretching if I really wanted to. Or 45 minutes of whatever feels good to me to do. So even though I'm following a framework and I'm committing to doing something specific every day for a certain amount of time, I'm still giving myself the flexibility to check in with how I'm feeling so that I can do it in a way that feels authentic to the moment. So that feels pretty good. I like that idea. Trying to feel for any other resistance. I don't think there is any at this point. So there you go. There's a live example of parts work. Hope that's helpful.